Hey, what's up, everybody? So this is gonna be pregnancy vlog number one. Number one. We're basically just gonna talk about some of the stuff we've gotten so far.
Some thoughts, some emotions, initial reactions, and things like that. Well, here we go. What is it? Can you say that? Oh, 6 weeks. Exactly. So today I am six weeks pregnant. We literally found out 3 or 4 days ago that I was pregnant. What I did was took 2 home pregnancy tests. Both were positive, and they're usually accurate because I know with the first pregnancy, I think we took like 4 to make sure. So I knew it was pretty, accurate. I knew I was going to be pregnant. But of course, you have to go to the doctors to make sure because sometimes there is that 1% that they could be wrong. So, went to the doctors the next morning.
Yeah.
I did a walk-in because I could do that. So I did a walk-in pregnancy test. I had to wait for the phone call, which, waiting for a phone call is like pretty. But anyway, got the confirmation and then had to go back in and fill out some paperwork. I guess that's how they do it. I honestly don't know. I would say some of the stuff I'm familiar with because we were pregnant before, but this is completely different from the first time. This time things are done right in a timely fashion because the first time wasn't really that timely. But anyway,
wasn't really that timely.
Because I don't want to say it like it was a mistake because it wasn't.
It was unexpected.
No, yeah. But I'm just saying things took a turn for the worse the first time, and I think I'm attributing that to a lot of the prenatal care that wasn't done when it was supposed to be done. So that way they could have caught a lot of things. I think I was well into the pregnancy. I mean, I might have been. It was still early. I was still in the first trimester, but it was like later in the first trimester when I found out. The interesting thing with this time, which is also very similar to last time, is I didn't know, he didn't know, but somehow my parents knew, and my grandmother knew too. So put this on record because my father is going to keep saying it, but he and my grandmother were the ones to notice, I guess, that pregnancy glow. Which, me, I'm like, look, I look good anyway. So I'm like, oh, well, when you're talking to somebody like through a face chat or a video chat, you're like, glow, like, that's the lighting? Like, I got some good lighting in here. But anyway, so that's how that went. And usually when I get those type of reactions, when I start thinking, wait a minute, let me go check. But of course, it was nowhere, well, it was near, but I still had some time in the month to go for my period. So I wasn't too concerned about it, and I was like, I'm just going to wait. But then as time went on, and Aunt Flo didn't show up, somebody had to make some phone calls. Figure out where she was at. But anyway, so yeah, we found out we were pregnant. It wasn't so much of a, oh my God, we're pregnant. It was like, oh, okay. But then I didn't want to get too excited until the confirmation. So once I got the confirmation, I was like, well, I'm having a baby.
Yeah, it wasn't like oh my God, we having a baby. It was just like, oh yeah, we having a baby.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. It was more like, I guess, our personalities aren't really like we're just like gonna be.
I'm not gonna be screaming. I'm not one of those females that scream.
And I'm not
Mom.
one of those people. I'm not the guy that's gonna like
cry.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not to knock anybody else because I think that whoever, men that cry during pregnancy is a good thing. But I know him, so it's not like I'm gonna feel this type of way if he doesn't cry. That's fine because I still know he's excited. I can tell that he's excited. And the good thing is, and the blessing in this is, this time he's actually going to be able to be there for all the appointments and like whatever else, because my first pregnancy with Alex back there, y'all going to see him in the apartment tour. So I might just like go like this, put a picture, zoom in. But what was it? Oh, the first time I got pregnant, he was on his way to basic shortly after. So he missed, like, I guess the initial appointments. He was gone before anything. And then, you know, most of the family knows what happens after that. Like, if y'all want a story about what happened in the first pregnancy, I don't mind sharing. But that's for a later video. Yeah, so initially, I wasn't anxious like I was before the first time. I wasn't scared. I was just like, okay. Alright, well, now I need to get the ball rolling with a lot of other things because I am still in school. And the good thing with this one is I haven't been having the vomiting morning sickness. Like, I haven't been throwing up. I've been nauseous, but that's about it. And I've noticed that it's just with water. Baby don't like water. Like food, but they don't like water. So
Maybe a Pepsi drinker.
No. I don't even like Pepsi. I hope not, because I don't see. But so everything is pretty well. It's going fine. I mean, I feel fine. I am tired all the time, but that's one of the things that comes. I get tired quickly and a lot often. I do notice I overheat more now. I get hot quicker. Like, I'm already a person that gets hot, but I get hot more now, and it's a little much for me. But I think that's all that I noticed. I might have some mood swings. I don't know.
Not as much as like you might see like in the movies or how they talk about like women being all dramatic. But
well, not yet. I'll say that we're still pretty early, so
it only happens when you're like hungry because you never know which one to eat.
Listen, I'm angry when I'm hungry, and so I don't think that's much of a change.
Yeah, it's not really been any different.
Oh, speaking of being hungry, I'm hungry a lot frequently now. I want to eat. Okay, it is different, and I know that it's a difference because I'm not a person that eats like that. All this stuff I have is because I ain't doing enough in my life. But I don't eat like I should. I'll sometimes skip breakfast, or if I eat breakfast, it's something small. Or if I do eat, I get full pretty quickly, which is weird for me.
You only eat like 2 times a day.
Yeah, and now I'm eating like every hour or every 2 hours.
I don't think it's that bad, but
it's more frequently. It's like the baby has balanced me out. Like I'm eating like I'm supposed to eat.
Yeah.
So, but I'm also trying to do that I'm also paying attention to it more, so that way, if it does happen and like I don't want to not eat because I know that adds on to the morning sickness. Like if you are skipping meals and not eating, you kind of want to feel bad. But that's that. And then there's the thing when we told initially the first people that we told was my side of the family. His parents were on vacation. Like they had just went on vacation as soon as we found out. So it was like, dang.
Yeah.
And I was just talking to his mom too about having kids and school and stuff like that. So it was like, as soon as we had that conversation, I went to go take a pregnancy test. But so yeah, I told my parents. My mom and her friend screamed like nobody's business. Like the neighbors probably thought they were dying. But my father was really excited. I think he's always been excited, which is, you know, a nice feeling. Of course, I'm glad my mom was excited too. But you know, you expect mom to be like, oh my god. But you know, dad's a different story. Dad'd be like, alright. But my dad is a little different. But so he was excited. My stepmom was excited. I don't know if they told anybody, but I put it on my social media. So everybody knows my sisters and my siblings are extremely excited. So it's a good thing. The only downside to this is not being close to them. So it's like they're going to have to follow us on YouTube or in our social media and our vlogs that we do. So like they're not really going to be able to be there for most of the experience. And we'll keep updating you on everything we buy and all the things that we do. And some of the classes that we're going to go to. I have 2 appointments coming in October. One is a dating ultrasound, and then the other is a checkup. I'll fill y'all in on the checkup. Y'all can't go to that one. And I may be able to get some footage in the dating ultrasound because I think that one's 10 weeks, 10 or 12 weeks, and that's when they check the heartbeat. So maybe able to get some footage in for that. So yeah, until the next time, until part 2, which will probably be at either 8 weeks or it will be before my 10-week date. We're not going to do every week because there's really nothing to tell you every week. Or unless we come and get some more stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it for this one. Peace.